I'm Steve Kramer, the Kramer Law Firm. I'm a Florida criminal defense attorney, and today we're going to talk about pretrial diversion. What is pretrial diversion? Okay, maybe you've heard of it or you haven't, but pretrial diversion is when you are charged with a crime. The traditional route is you're charged with a crime, you go to the hearings, there is either a plea negotiation, you resolve the case, and if not, then you go to a trial and you're either guilty or not guilty. Pretrial diversion is a different path for you. It's an opportunity to resolve your case essentially with very few consequences and very little effect on your permanent criminal record. So what happens is, let's say you're charged with felony possession of cocaine. Well, in the past, you would have had to go through that process where you, leading up to a trial. With pretrial diversion, you were diverted to a different option, where usually you're required to complete some education, so a couple of classes, and some community service, and to be monitored, basically so that just to ensure that you're not getting in additional trouble. And if you complete those items, then what happens? The charges against you are totally dropped, which is great because a dismissal is about one of the best things that you can do. Now, you still have the arrest on your record, and that can be dealt with in other ways, but ultimately you don't have to deal with a plea negotiation where you might have to do probation or jail time or prison, and you don't have to go to a trial where you take a chance on those things. Now, there's some limits on this. You can't do this for every crime. They don't allow this for very, very serious crimes like murder or attempted murder, but on a lot of crimes, especially misdemeanors, which are items like DUI or possession of drug paraphernalia or possession of marijuana, and on lesser felonies, this is a very good option for people. The other thing that's going to be a factor is the victim has to give their input on this. Now, that's not going to make the decision. A lot of times the decision rests either with the state attorney's office or with the judge, but it can have an impact, so that's something that we're going to have to look at. Why am I telling you this? Because if you haven't been told about pretrial diversion, you need to know about it. It doesn't happen automatically. You have to ask for it. Your attorney needs to ask for it. Sometimes making a phone call can make a huge difference in your case. My calling the guy that handles a pretrial diversion can be the difference between you going down the same road as everybody else and going down a path which may work out very much to your advantage. Listen, if you have questions, call me at the number below. I'm glad to help you. I deal with this stuff every day. Also, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, click the like button below. This way your friends and family can benefit from the information that I'm providing you. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Steve Kramer, the Kramer Law Firm.